Hey YouTube, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. I'm going to do a video today on different types of lighting systems because it is the beginning of June, which signifies for us the beginning of hurricane season here in South Florida, where we have the ability to lose power on numerous occasions, even during regular, everyday thunderstorms. There's a possibility that you could be without power for any given length of time, or like it was back in 2005 during Hurricane Wilma, many areas were out of power for weeks at a time. We here in the section of Florida where we live were out, I think it was over a week without power. We were without water for several days, but we know other areas were out much longer than we were. So with that, and since that time, I've always had a supply of different ways to supply light to my residents. And so today I'm just going to go over some of the different lighting systems I have. Maybe my subscribers or those that watched can also chime in and give some of what they've used in the past and what's worked best. So starting here with these paraffin liquid candles, they're very good. You'll get, from a $4.50 investment, you'll get at least 100 hours of burn time, which could equal about a month's worth of light if you use that candle, say 4 hours a night, 3-4 hours a night. So to have a couple of these handy is very good. You got to remember, whenever you're using candles, you want to be careful that you don't burn your house down. So you got to have them set a certain way, maybe with a glass globes on them, so nothing can catch fire. Even these tea light candles will throw off some light and help you get out of a pinch. Back here you have the kerosene lanterns. I have several different types of those. I have a Dietz lantern also. Those run on kerosene or white gas, and they'll go for 5, 6, 8 hours before they need a refill. Then you have your emergency candles. It's always good to have several boxes of these. I keep many of those as backup. Back here in the back row, this particular light here by GE runs on 4 or 8 batteries. It can go 260 lumens. And again, it'll run, I think it tells you on the side here, it'll run 50 hours with 4D batteries on high, 100 hours on low, and with 8D batteries, 200 hours. So just using this light at nighttime for a couple hours a night with D batteries alone, you should get several months worth of light. Okay, and then again, if you get into rechargeable batteries, you could recharge your batteries over and over again. Again, another lantern. This is a Coleman. This one happens to have the ability to plug into a cigarette lighter, an outlet, and it also has a rechargeable packet in it. So I can recharge this one over and over again. Moving back over to here, things like this are very important. These lights, everyone's seen them. They sell them at Home Depot. You plug them into your outlet. You leave them there. You just set them. And then when the power does go out, these lights go on automatically, which is your first line of defense when the power goes out, because your hallways or key areas like in your kitchen will already have light when the power goes out. So these snap on, come on right away when the power goes down. Very important, and they're not expensive. This type of lights is a rechargeable spotlight. Again, you get in your Home Depot, your hardware store. Moving over to these lights, here you're getting a little more fancy. You're getting into signaling with the beacon. This is a waterproof light. Runs about $30-40. Very good light. For emergencies, also for signaling purposes. Again, you got the Sidewinder light. several different colors of light on this military style light here. You have your Surefire flashlights. We're getting into more expensive lights. This is something you might want to have on your person, in an emergency. I carry these lights. This is a 511. Right now I'm carrying the 4.7's Quark, which I haven't done a video on yet, which I plan to do. This is the Quark AA squared. This is my everyday carry light as of right now. Again, signal light. Here's a little light you clip in your ear if you're reading a map. Little light here with you can hang in a tent or hang it in your car. It's also got a whistle on it. These are cheap lights. You could stick them up under your counters. You just press them and the LEDs go on and off. They'll come in very handy during a blackout. Little keychain lights, very handy when you need light or you need to find your way in the dark. Again, they cost pennies and they'll come in handy. Even lights like this one here, it snaps open and can clip on your book, or if you're reading a map, or if you have to read directions or something. Very handy to have. I'm just going fast through this, guys. Snap lights. These lights will stay on some 8 to 12. This is a 12-hour one. This will give you some light also, and you don't have to worry about plugging it in or giving it batteries. Headlamps, if you need hands-free work. This is a Petzl, but there's many different types of headlamps. Again, you should have those as part of your kit. Moving over to these 3 types of lights here. Solar. This is a solar flashlight. You just leave it on your windowsill, and it has 2 settings, high and low, and it'll run for several hours before it needs a charge. And then you just put it back outside during the day and it'll charge up. These little Energizer lights are great. LED lights. You just wind up this and it'll run for a while. This will also clip on your belt buckle to wear. This one here I just used last weekend camping out. Excellent light. If you could find something like this, I found this I think in Home Goods. It has a wind up crank here. I had it hanging in my tent last weekend, and it provided just enough light to get us through the night in the tent. So again, and it's renewable energy. I just wind it up when I need the light. I don't have to worry about batteries. Getting into battery style flashlights, there are many different types. Here are just a couple. You have these, what are they, 6 volt I think? Yeah, the 6 volt lights. Most of you people are familiar with them. Many people might have them by their bedside. Great light. Here's a real inexpensive light you could get in your hardware store. It's probably $2 or $3. Runs on 2 AA batteries. Something you might want to give your youngster, son or daughter, to keep in their book bag or in their backpack also, in case there's a power outage at school or something and they need an emergency light. Again, AAA batteries, just a little light you might want to keep on you. This is a Maglite. This is a Maglite AA battery light. You just twist the head and it goes on and off. Here's your Maglite 4 D-cell light. I keep this one by my bedside. Excellent light. I change the batteries every now and then. Make sure they're fresh. And again, another great light to have. Back here is a kind of a specialty light I found. It's a Stanley. Nice thing about this, it stands by itself. The heads move independently to turn into one light. And you just turn it on. When the heads are together, you'll get one light. And then if you need light in different directions, you can turn it around. So if you're lighting up a room, and then also, again, hard to get it out when I'm filming, but these lights come out They come out, each of the 3 lights, and you could use them as individual flashlights. So now you got 3 separate flashlights out of this one light. Just a great light to have. I have a couple of these. I found them a while back. I think they were at Super Target. I picked up a couple of them. But again, very important to have a variety of ways to provide light, whether it's candles, liquid paraffin, kerosene lanterns, rechargeable lights, solar lights, battery powered, specialty flashlights, spotlights, lights that plug in and turn on automatic, and then your smaller emergency keychain lights and snap lights. Overall, you need to have a plan. You need to have the ability to provide light for you and your family in time of an emergency. So that's what the purpose of this video is. It's to get everybody thinking. If you haven't made preparations, get out there this week and pick up a couple of lights. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but you need to be ready. So send us your questions and comments. We appreciate your views, and let us know what your plans are and some of the lights you may have, and some suggestions for me also. All right? Take care.